Hello,
Hola!
I'm Johanna.
And I'm Denise.
Welcome and bienvenidos to the Love and Evolve podcast, where we discuss topics surrounding holistic wellness such as mental, physical, and spiritual health. Before we begin, a quick disclaimer.
Love and Evolve Wellness Podcast is a community space for conversation, growth, and healing. However, it is not a substitute for professional mental or medical care. El podcast no sustituye ayuda psicológica o médica.
We encourage you to seek resources and support in your community. We love you, los queremos mucho, and you matter to us.
Thank you for listening, and on to the show.
Hi!
Orale. Oh, yay! Finally, third time's the charm. Oh my goodness.
We did it. Oh, thank goodness. I was like, how am I gonna play both? I no se puede.
So sorry, everyone. My Wi-Fi is the worst, so I just dropped it. Forget about it.
Oh, I'm so
Okay.
glad you connected back though. Whew. All right, let's just come back. So yeah, thank you everyone who's here and listening. We are excited to share some news with all of you regarding Love and Evolve. But before we do all of that, we really wanted to talk about what an experience it has been to do Love and Evolve podcast and, you know, any big moments that we've had that we want to share with everyone. Denise?
Yeah, it's been a ton of fun, and I can't believe it's been like months and months and months.
Yeah, it went by really fast.
Yeah, it did. You know, it's one of those things where like it feels really short, but it also feels really long at the same time. So, yeah.
Yeah, I know, like when we started, we were like, oh, how are we gonna do it? And then I still remember, like, even just initially to decide we just need to record it. Like, let's just do it. I remember that being
Uh-huh.
so scary. Like, but what if, and this and that. Even just saying hello was like, wait, what?
How do I say hello? 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 Hello.
And we've just had so much fun doing it.
Yeah.
But we wanted to also highlight all of our listeners. Like we were able
Yeah.
to see on the background how many downloads we've had, and
Oh,
we just feel so grateful. And some of you have even messaged us directly and let us know, you know, which things have really stood out to you and what has been inspiring to you. And just thank you for allowing us to be a part of your healing journey.
yeah, it's been so nice to hear, and thank you so much. It's been a small but mighty community, because we feel the love and such, like it just beams and shines. So thanks so much. It's been amazing.
Yes. And with that, without further ado, we're just going to jump right in because we have a couple things that we want to talk about. Let's just dive in. Let's just do it. And so first things first, we have actually decided that we are going to stop making episodes.
Dun dun dun.
And I'm just going to let that sink for a minute. Yes. So we have, it has been a journey, and we want to share with you our process and what has led us to this decision and what that means exactly for Love and Evolve in general.
Yeah, so please, if you have any questions, feel free.
Yes,
We're open,
shoot them
all
our
ears.
way. We can answer whatever questions you guys have or you all have. I'm correcting myself here. Always working. But yes, we have, thought a lot about, initially we were going to take a break over the summer, and we were looking and reflecting on, okay, what was the goal when we first started the podcast and what is it that we want to get out of it? And I remember thinking about Love and Evolve podcast being a branch of the Love and Evolve company.
Yep.
And somehow it became the thing.
The thing.
Do you want to share a little bit?
Like I don't want to put it this way because it almost makes it sound bad, but I can only visualize like Pinocchio's nose. It just kept growing and growing and growing. And it's like we were these little birds on the edge, like hanging on. We're like, what's happening? We're getting further from the tree.
Come back.
So, yeah.
Yes, and what we mean by all of that is that because we're so passionate about doing the episodes, we kind of spent most of our time really focusing on making each episode and how can we make each episode more exciting and what other content can we create. And somewhere along the lines, the original goal of developing Love and Evolve kind of started to fizzle out. And we were kind of like, wait, where are we going? What are we doing? And then we had some big changes happen on Denise's end. Do you want to share a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I am actually moving. So that's another one of the things. I am currently in Northern California, and I'll be moving to Illinois. So not only am I moving states, right? So that means I am changing time zones. So I'm currently in the middle. If I were to pan my phone, I'm surrounded by boxes. It looks like I'm in an empty room, but there's a wall of boxes. So all of my stuff's going to get shipped out with, my husband and I this weekend. So
it's like happening this weekend
right now at this moment. It's just not, this is my life right now, moving. So with that, we were thinking, what are we going to do with different time zones and coordinating? And it was just like, I think this is, for me, I was like, this is kind of a message in a way, of like, all right, here's another thing telling us, we don't really need to overwork. We can still do what we love and just focus it and channel it in different ways. So this doesn't mean that we would not work at all together. We still clearly, hopefully y'all are seeing that there's still a whole lot of love here. It's just the face of it is changing a little bit.
Yes. And, as you're saying that, I'm thinking about the other piece of it, which was, okay, what are we going to do next? And throughout our work together, at least I feel like I've gotten even more inspired and more passionate about Love and Evolve, or what it is that I'm working on. And I feel like you found your passion as well, like what it means for us in the wellness industry and what direction we want to take it in.
Yeah, it was great to have each other as we were kind of like our own little support group in a way, cheering each other on and saying, we can do this. And it was a wonderful way to use this as an opportunity to explore what we've always been passionate about a little bit more deeply. And it just showed us, because each episode kind of was like a mini workshop in a way, in the way that we would prep for it. We're doing research, we're thinking back on our experiences and, how we've worked in the past, professionally, and what can we resource? So it really felt like mini workshops in a way.
Yeah.
And it just all said, oh, you can do it,
It was more like, you can do it.
Just do it. Yeah. So it's been really eye-opening for us too.
Yeah. And so what that means is workshops in the near future. Don't exactly have dates yet, but I know we're both in the works of doing some of that. And then also I'm going to be focusing on my life coaching as well as the Love and Evolve Foundation. And I wanted to speak a little bit about that and just say that what I can share right now is that the idea with Love and Evolve is to bring people in our community where we can have conversations about holistic wellness in our communities. We're currently in this place of lack of accessibility, lack of representation. And so what I'm really hoping and I foresee happening is bringing the BIPOC and Latinx communities together and in those healing areas to come together and continue to provide healing for our community. So that's kind of like a little glimpse of what will happen. And I'm just so excited. And I think that I really know that we're going to continue working together in that sense. And Denise is also working on something really awesome and exciting. And she's founding a company called Inner Lyric. Can you please tell us more?
Yeah, that's been a long time in the works. And essentially it's about, we all have, I'm very musical and creative in that sense of like, I see the world through like the lens of a musical. So it's like, it's really about finding the song that's in your heart and going by your own tune and really developing that for yourself. So what's your wellness experience? What's your, your inner music? How does that express through you? Your instrument. So,
So beautiful.
Yeah. So I'm still working on the back end stuff, but
it's gonna happen. It's all gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And so we really wanted to share about, that's kind of what's happening. You're still going to continue to see us. And we will continue to have the Love and Evolve podcast site, and we'll start sharing about our journeys, what each individual one, like milestones, and, it's not going to go away. And maybe in the future, the Love and Evolve podcast can continue. But if I've learned anything from this experience is focus on nourishing the root of the tree. And that's really where I am turning, and I feel Denise is turning as well for her passion.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've always wanted to be transparent and just in real, never trying to be an image of like, look at us, we're all doing this and life is perfect. We've always been really adamant about being as real as possible. It's like, there are times when you got to take a break. You got to take a break. That's what you got to do. Sometimes things have to be put on pause, but that doesn't mean goodbye forever. It just means a different area is calling your attention and needs your focus. So that's really what this is. It's playing out in real life. So, hopefully that helps any of you to feel like, yeah, that's right. I don't have to be following a certain path. It can go and have different offshoots. So, anyways, what else? I'm starting to talk a little too much. This is what would happen in recording. It'd be like,
not at all. I'm like, keep going, girlfriend. You're doing it. Any questions? I'm trying to think so what's going to happen to the Instagram account? We've shared a little bit about that. So in between, we're going to be sharing what keeps changing in each of our situations individually, because we are still, I feel like Love and Evolve podcast is something we both co-created. And so I still want to continue sharing, what it looks like for each of us through there. And then if that changes at some point, you will know, we will let you know. I feel like there was something else that we wanted to share.
Yeah, I'm sure if there's anything that we forgot, we'll update here on the on the Instagram page.
Where can they listen to the episodes? They will still be available. I think we're currently in the process of figuring it out. We're looking into YouTube. That might be a option for now. And if that doesn't work out, we will find a way.
Yes, we'll find a way. Yes, so that's if if there was an episode that you wanted to go back to, and because there are certain episodes that are on a time limit and that that will just kind of go away if we were just to leave it up to Buzzsprout, which is where our podcast is hosted. So if there was one you were looking forward to, we're trying to figure out where to have them so you don't feel like, oh, it's lost and gone forever. And for ourselves as well too.
Yeah. And you can also follow our individual platforms at Inner Lyric is for Denise. And then I'm going to be using my @LoveAndEvolveEther account. And that's if you want to follow our individual journeys as well in this whole entrepreneurial journey that we are in.
Yeah, so feel free to reach out. Like this, the podcast Instagram is still going to be here for a while. It's not like we're going to delete it tomorrow. It'll still be up here. So if you had any questions, if you're watching this later, and you're like, wait a minute, I had a question about this, or I want to follow up with, Joe or myself, you can, send us a message through this podcast Instagram or through individually, or not. Fine.
Yes, the door is always open. You can reach out to either of us. And if you have questions now, feel free to ask them and we'll do our best to answer them. But I'm really excited. At first I was really sad because, it is something we've been working on really hard and we've put a lot of our passion, sweat, and tears into it. But I think it's also been such a beautiful growth opportunity because it's allowed us to figure out what is it that what is our purpose? What is it that we want to do moving forward? And, how can we continue to do that? And allowing things to organically grow into what they need to be. So I think that's been really great.
Absolutely. Yes, hopefully you don't feel like you're being dumped. We had a discussion earlier. Like, this is weird. Are they going to feel like we're breaking up with them? And hopefully that it doesn't feel like that. This is an opportunity for things to change and evolve, like we've always liked to say. Yeah, just to continue on.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Well, I think I see some questions. Hang on one second. Oh
Okay.
man, I don't know where my glasses. Best of luck on your move, Denise. Sending you all the patience and love. Oh.
Thank you.
I
That's
live
really
in
kind.
Missouri. This is Maggie. I live in Missouri, and we will be nearby each other if you need any support.
Oh, sweet.
So sweet.
Oh, yeah, we'll be close by. I heard California's huge, but then over there's like 3 different states around. The lakes are there. And still, I'll learn it. So thank you for reaching out. I appreciate that immensely.
I'm still scrolling. It is so hard. I'm like, don't want to exit the window. Big changes. Good luck. Oh, yes to workshops.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I love the mission so much. Oh, I'm gonna get all emotional over here. Oh, lots of hearts, lots of claps. So excited for you both. Big things coming your way. Oh.
That's so beautiful.
Well, thank you everyone for sticking it out with us and for continuing to follow our journey. We will see you pronto. It might be in a different way, but you will continue to see us for sure.
Yes.
Un beso y un abrazo muy fuerte. Siguen igual de locas. All right. Bye.
We thank you for sharing your time with us. Gracias por compartir su tiempo and for listening to the Love and Evolve podcast, where we share tools, resources, and education on topics that cover holistic wellness, encompassing mind, body, and spirit.
Find details on how to stay connected with us in the show notes. We'd love to hear from you. Les damos un fuerte y enorme abrazo. Mwah.
Mwah.